Hi, everyone. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. Don't promise that this is how the vlogs are always going to open, but today I have Angie since we are officially kicking off Vlogmas. I also have Doug here in my lap. This is status quo for him. Who knew that this outdoor kitty, the stray, was going to be such a love bug lap cat? But he is. Say hey, Angie.
Hi, everybody. Good morning.
To provide a little bit of context, today is the day before Thanksgiving. I mentioned in my last vlog that I was going to have to start shooting the day before Thanksgiving because I didn't want to have to vlog on Thanksgiving Day. I am starting the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And we're going to skip a day and then we're going to shoot starting again Friday. Vlogmas Day 1 is starting before the Christmas season officially kicks off, but that's okay, right?
I don't know. It's already kicked off for me. I feel like I've been in Christmas mode for a month now.
Yeah.
Something like that. Part of the chaos that's happening is I am actually getting things ready and prepared. I've fired as much glass as I possibly can before the show starts, but now I am double checking all my inventory, getting all of my display items together, trying to get everything staged into one area so that Friday morning I can just take things out of the staging area, get it loaded in the car, and get it set up fairly easily and quickly.
It's going to be a crazy Christmas, but I'm looking forward to Vlogmas. Vlogmas is going to be fun. The craziness is going to transition over to Vlogmas, which is a craziness of its own. I'm looking forward to it, though. I have not done a really solid Vlogmas since the first one, and so I'm very excited about bringing you these 24 days of Christmas. As it stands right now, we have got our coffee, and I've got my mince pie. They kind of changed their pie a little bit. They made them a little bit more uniform, which is good. And by the way, I don't bake the pies anymore in the aluminum tin. Please don't bake them in the aluminum tin or warm them up. I don't bake them because they're already made. I like to reheat or heat them up in the oven. Don't heat them up in the aluminum tin. The aluminum is terrible for you. It will leach into your food and it's not good for you. Angie's got her little pudding cookies and some gingerbread cookies.
It came, the little cookies that come to, they're called, what are they called? I can't read them.
It's called a Christmas pudding cookie or something like that. It's meant to emulate Christmas pudding. You know, like I guess fig is my guess.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just like the tin, to be honest, because I have a thing for music boxes, and then I also like little fancy containers like that because I store all kinds of weird little things in there.
We got this at Williams-Sonoma. I will be sure to have that linked.
Yeah.
And Angie will do a taste of the cookie and tell you what she thinks.
Definitely. And then we also I have these little ginger people. We got these at World Plus Cost Market.
World Market.
Thank you.
And that's what she looks like. They've got a few different forms. They've got Christmas trees, and it's in a package. And we used to like to get the Moravian ginger cookies from Williams-Sonoma, but they don't carry them anymore.
Well, that and they've gotten so expensive. You know, when I used to work there, I would get a great discount, and it wasn't so painful. But now I'm like, I can't pay that price. So. Yeah, we just get these are very, very comparable to those, in my opinion. But they're like $5.49 for a whole package of them. So I'm like, yeah. Yeah, they're just as delicious.
I have got a lot to do today. We're going to be doing a lot of cooking. We are going to be doing a luxury unboxing, and I'll walk you through our Christmas decorations, what we have right now. I'm going to go ahead and let's take a quick taste of the mince pie just to see if it's still as delicious as it ever was. Boy, it sure is a lot more crumbly. No, the crust is still as delicious as it was. And when it comes to pie, for me, it's about the crust.
You're going to laugh. It tastes like an oatmeal cookie.
That's hilarious.
It tastes like an oatmeal cookie, and I have the thing about oatmeal cookies. I don't think they're real cookies. Because there's, it's breakfast. It's not a cookie.
It is a cookie. It's a cookie made with a breakfast food, but oatmeal is used for all kinds of things.
But yeah, it tastes like an oatmeal cookie. It's actually quite delicious. Um, it's got a nice cinnamony flavor.
So it's like a spicy,
Yeah.
spicy oatmeal cookie.
Yeah. You want a bite?
Yeah.
Taste it.
Mm.
It's good.
Yep, definitely like a spicy cookie met an oatmeal cookie.
Okay, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of dried fruit in it.
Don't know what the fruit is. I can't tell.
It's probably fig.
Well, it's delicious, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get coffee going because we've got to feed the kids, and then we have got to get back to our respective corners and do our respective work. I'll be back when I'm baking a gingerbread spice quick bread from Williams Sonoma. My aunt bought it for us. She wants us to make it and bring it for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. Actually, Thanksgiving breakfast because we're headed over early. Anyway, we'll talk with you guys later.
Cheers.
Cheers. Well, this first day of Vlogmas did not go as planned. What else is new with my life? It just seems like that is always the story. Okay, so here's what happened. I had to get a Quince video up. It was a brand thing. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it because I talk about all about Quince, and there's some Black Friday sales happening over the weekend. Plus, I think they're doing daily things. I needed to get that video together, which it came together fairly quickly up until a point. And then I ended up taking a little bit longer than I expected. The editing got started a little bit late because I wanted to put up my tree. I ordered this from Walmart. I will have it linked down below. I absolutely love my tree. It is so pretty. It's very edited. I don't have a lot of ornaments on it because it is a pencil tree. It's a very slim tree. And I did that on purpose because I have very little wall space. Over here, I've got a bunch of stuff that I've got to sort through. I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to take down my garment rack, and my staging for new product will have to happen someplace else. I haven't really decided where. So anyway, I put my tree up. I hadn't decorated it. I just put it up and turned on the lights. I started editing. I haven't gone down to cook though because I decided I wanted to decorate my tree. I don't want the decorations to just sit around. I need to take them out of my room so that I can figure out what I'm going to do with this monster over here. There has been no cooking done yet, and it is 5 o'clock on the nose. So I am going to do this quick luxury unboxing with you guys, and then I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to get started. Not a big deal. I'm used to it. It really won't take me long because I know exactly what I need to do, and I kind of have a system for how I want to do it. And so yeah, that's where we are with that. With all of that said, I do have a unboxing to share with you. Sorry, I'm not wearing any earrings. I'm not wearing any lip product either. Hang on just a sec. I will just put it on here with you guys. This is my Merit Au Naturel Shade Slick. And my lips are so chapped. They are really chapped. I've got to make sure to keep them moisturized. Anyway, so I am doing a luxury unboxing with you guys. There's a little bit of story time, just a little bit, that goes with it. Let's do this. So excited. So excited. I have my little dust bags here. Oh, they're so beautiful. They're so gorgeous. I have these beauties. Now, like I said, there's a little bit of story time behind these. These are actually a new old gift. I got these in a patent nude, in 2021 as a gift, and they were the ones with the 4-inch heel. I don't want to do a 4-inch heel anymore. So I did not wear them. I did not wear them. I tried them on, I styled them a little bit, but noticed that I rarely ever put them on for you guys. I am in love with a kitten heel, and so I got this one. This is the, I want to say this is the 75 millimeter, I think. Let's see if it tells me here. Oh, 6.5. This is the 6.5 centimeter heel. So it is actually a kitten heel. I asked my sister, who gave me the other pair, if it was okay if I exchanged them for a lower heel. They were purchased at Nordstrom, and Nordstrom has actually got a really generous return policy. As long as they hadn't been worn and they were in good condition, then you can return them, or in this case, I exchanged them because I still wanted the J'adore heel. I just didn't want it so tall. And so it still had the little gift barcode sticker that Nordstrom puts on anything and everything. So it made it really easy to do the exchange. I did have to pay $100 extra because the price of these have gone up since 2021. This is my new baby. My new old baby. I am very, very excited for these. By the way, my shoes, I'm at 37 in these. Oh yeah, much, much, much more comfortable to wear. Definitely more comfortable to wear. The toe box is a little bit snug, but that will stretch with time. These are so gorgeous. I apologize about the terrible lighting. Let me fix that. There we go. So here we are. I still have the little sponges in the ribbon. But yep, this is exactly what I wanted. These are so beautiful. They are so elegant, so ladylike, and I cannot wait to wear these. Oh my goodness, I am such a happy girl. Now I have my shoe that fits the way that I want it to, comfortable to walk in, comfortable to stand in. Yeah, really, really comfortable. Oh yes, I am a happy girl. I am a happy girl. Oh, let me move these bags. They're so annoying. There we go. Oh yeah, I love them. I love them. I think they're so beautiful. They're so elegant, so ladylike. Yeah. So cool. Love it. Love it. Well, there you go. Those are my shoes. I am so incredibly happy. These are gorgeous. I love them so much. Okay, I need to find a home for them, but for now, I'm going to put them back in their box because I need to get downstairs and I've got to start cooking. I think we're going to end up door dashing some food in for dinner. So for this massive cooking extravaganza, I am starting out by baking the gingerbread spice quick bread from Williams-Sonoma. It calls for 8 tablespoons of butter. It also calls for 2 eggs and I think like something like 3/4 of a cup of water. And so I'm starting out by melting the butter so that it can have a minute to cool off. Then I'm grabbing my loaf pan. This is an old stoneware loaf pan I've had since I think probably the early 2000s. I got it from Pampered Chef. It is my go-to loaf pan because it is like almost non-stick and also it is really easy to clean. But I'm spraying it with some Baker's Joy, or I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I am pulling out the bread mix here and dumping it in my mixing bowl. By the way, I will have all of my kitchen essentials listed for you in a single link down below. It'll take you to my LTK shop where I've got this particular set of products that I use all the time. Anyhow, here we are with the quick bread mix. I am going to add the melted butter, the water, and the eggs, and it calls for just giving it a really good stir, which is what I love about these quick breads from Williams-Sonoma. They're so easy to put together and they just make such a great quick, easy dessert, or something sweet to have. And then once that's all mixed together and in the loaf pan, I pop it in the oven, baking it at 350 degrees for it took about an hour, 60, maybe 65 minutes to bake. You always check it with a toothpick, and when it comes out clean, it's ready to go. So really super easy. I mean, like, it only took me maybe 10 minutes to pull this together, and it turned out so good. And I have to apologize because I was so tired by the end of the night, I completely forgot to take a shot of the finished product. I'm so sorry, but it was really good. Phase 2 is preparing the veggies for the dressing muffins that I was supposed to make, that we decided on Snacksgiving Day not to make after all. But anyway, I'm walking you through the veggie prep regardless. I'm cutting some onion up in a medium dice. And I'm also cutting up some celery in a medium dice. I'm so excited for the celery though, because I'm taking the tops and the bottoms of the celery stalks and adding them to my bag of frozen vegetable discards, because I plan on making a vegetable stock with these, and I'm very excited to bring you guys along. It's probably going to happen here pretty soon. This concludes phase 2 of my cooking for Snacksgiving. Okay, so phase 3 is cranberry sauce, and I'm pulling together all of the ingredients. This is an old recipe from the Food Network. However, I have made a lot of changes to the recipe, so I think I can at this point call it my own. Here are the ingredients that it calls for: sugar, water, cranberries, fresh cranberries, raisins, an apple, an orange, a lemon, walnuts, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Oh, and also an orange liqueur, Grand Marnier, but whatever orange liqueur you have is fine. Here's where I made changes to the recipe. I had to add dates because I was out of raisins. I was not sure how that was going to turn out, but I figured it was a good substitute. I use pecans instead of walnuts. I add the zest of the orange and the lemon to the cranberry sauce. I also add ground cloves because I really like the warm spiciness that the cloves bring to the party. I think that's all the substitutions that I made. Essentially what I do is I make a simple syrup with the water and the sugar. Once the sugar dissolves, I add the cranberries to the sauce and allow them to come back up to a boil. When that happens, I add the diced apple, the zest of the 2 citrus. I add half of an orange, the juice of half the orange. Because I wanted to counter the sweetness of the dates, I added the juice of the entire lemon, which normally it's only half. And I added the chopped pecans, I added the spices, I added the orange liqueur, stirred it all together, and allowed it to cook for about 15 minutes or so. It turned out so good. I think that next year what I'm going to do is I am going to half the raisins and the dates. The dates now are a permanent fixture in this sauce because it really made a difference, and also increased the lemon juice because it really gave the sauce some zing. I am going to be using my leftover cranberry sauce to make a cranberry dump cake later this week on Vlogmas, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But with that ends phase 3. I've been cooking for a couple of hours. Actually, probably like about an hour and a half now. And I've gotten the cranberry sauce done and the gingerbread quick bread made. And all that's left is cornbread and garlic toast, and the stuffing is going to come together in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know. I've only had an hour and a half off for a break today, and that's to eat lunch and then have dinner. I've been crazy busy trying to get things ready for the show, and I'm still maybe, I don't know, halfway there.
Wow.
Well, only because I have to go back and do some repair work on some things that I was just like, Okay.
Yeah. So it has been a crazy day, but it is still going and it's going to keep going for a while yet. It is Advent calendar time.
Yay!
Yay! I
Something
know.
fun.
Don't worry. Rest will come. So, Advent calendars. Let me show you what we have and I will talk you through them really quickly before we open. Okay, so Angie's Advent calendar is the Fortnum and Mason Tea Lovers Advent calendar. Now, she's not going to be able to tell you what tea tastes like because she's probably not going to drink it tonight.
No, well, I don't know. It depends on how late I have to stay up. 'Cause, you know, I don't know when I'm going to bed, to be honest. But that's what tomorrow is for. Thanksgiving Day. Food, football, and sleeping. That's what Thanksgiving Day. Well, and being grateful, of course.
And maybe a beer or two, which will help with the sleep.
Yeah. I haven't had beer in so long. Unless you count root beer.
Yes.
That's been my addiction lately. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so this Advent calendar, let me stand her up because she's a big one.
I know, look, they had to create a whole briefcase for this one.
Yeah, she's got girth. Now, this one is one that I got at the YouTube shop event, and I did not show it to you guys because by the time I got home, it was sold out. It's from Revolve. It is their beauty essentials. Their 24 days of Revolve beauty. And so I figured, you know what? Since I can't show it to you guys, I might as well just hang on to it and let it be my Advent calendar this year. All of the products that are inside, some of them are deluxe samples, some of them are full-sized. I looked at it briefly when I was going to present it to you guys, but I have since not looked at it again. And, you know, I've got the memory of a lemming. It just comes in and out. So...
Lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
both of us.
Angie is going to open up her Advent calendar. Got this all the way from the UK. I think it has a little bit of tape, so if you have a knife or something that you can use to cut. All right.
Okay.
So that's what that, oh, it's so pretty. That's what that looks like.
It's always time for tea.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Oh, wow, I have to find the number.
I feel like Vanna White.
There we go. Day 1.
And Fortnum and Mason makes such good tea.
They really do. Oh, I have to punch through a little spoon, too. Oh, man, it comes in a little tea bag. Okay. This is the Royal Blend.
Ooh.
You know what? I think I am going to drink it.
Sweet.
Because I didn't know that, yeah. Oh,
Can I smell?
That smells lovely.
Yeah.
I am going to go make this. I'll tell you how it tastes, I guess, in the morning.
No, you can tell you. I mean, the camera's going to be on, or I can turn it on when you're ready to taste it, and you can let everybody know.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. So yeah, I'll be having this tonight because it's going to be a late night anyway. So.
Sweet,
yeah.
sweet.
Oh, it smells so good.
It does. All right. So there is Angie's Advent. Mine has got this little booklet on it that I have no idea what it is. It's like a luggage tag, I think.
I think that's what it's supposed to represent.
Yeah, because I don't know that it has anything inside of it.
There we go.
Let me show it.
This way.
All right. Can you guys see it? That's what it looks like. And I'm going into...
Well, yours has little packages.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm going into number 1. Oh, all right. Can never have too much mascara, and I actually like this mascara. Oops. It is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I like this mascara. It's really good. I like the brush. I like the formula. It is a little bit of a dry formula though, so it will dry out a little bit faster than most mascaras. At least that's been my experience, but no biggie. I really do think that this is an awesome mascara. I'm pleased with this one. This one is good. And it's a full size, so yay, first one, full-sized. All right, that's the Advent calendars for today. We'll be back when Angie is ready to try out her tea or while I'm making cornbread.
That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's got the kind of a floral flavor to it. But then, you know, you get the honey at the back end. because I sweetened it with honey.
Did you stir it?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Can I try?
I stirred the honey in first, and then I added the tea bag and let it seep for about 5 minutes.
That would taste good with some milk in it.
Agreed. I mean, it's good like this too, but yeah.
It's a nice black tea, though. All right. Well.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be up for a while.
Fortnum and Mason makes such good tea. We've got to really start explore. Well, this advent calendar is our opportunity to explore.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had their teas before. We really like the rose tea that they make. It's rose and some other flower that they add to it, but that's basically the only one we've really tried, though. So this advent calendar is going to be nice. We're going to get to try all kinds of teas. Because, I have never had an Earl Grey tea before.
Never?
Never.
Oh, wow.
So I hear it's good, but I've never had it. So hopefully this little box has one in there so I can try it. That said, I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. I got to go up and get some more work done. Good night.
Have fun, babe. What do you think you're doing? What are you doing? Really? Really? No. 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 No.
What is she doing?
She's testing me. You gonna do it in front of all the people that are gonna watch this vlog? Oh, don't be sulky. Don't be sulky, Mama. Don't be sulky. Yes. You are so spoiled. You are spoiled. Rotten to the core. Now that break time is over, it is time for phase 4.1 of cooking this evening. It starts out with me making some bacon that I have cut into dice. And I am of the mindset that you prep it once, use it twice. So this bacon is going to go, half of it will be going into the cornbread. The other half is going to go into the tortilla roll-ups that I'm making a little bit later on this evening. I am using my Always pan, which I absolutely love. I think that this is one of the best pans I've ever owned. It has a ceramic coating which makes it completely non-stick. I can use any utensil that I want on it and it's not going to scratch that surface. It works so beautifully. However, don't use it for high temperature cooking. Like, don't put it in over a 550 degree oven or anything like that, because that will ruin it. But as a regular everyday non-stick pan, it is perfection because you don't have those forever chemicals especially. As the bacon is cooking, I am getting some garlic ready for the garlic toast that's coming. Just peeling it and getting it ready to go. But my bacon is ready at this point, and so I am putting it on a paper towel lined paper plate so that it can cool down a little bit. It's so awesome if you have to save bacon drippings because you just pour them out. It has got pour spouts on either side of the pan, which makes pouring incredibly easy. And a non-stick surface, there's nothing that sticks to it. So there was hardly any fat residue in the pan from pouring the drippings. I have never ever in my life had such an easy time getting drippings into a jar because the pan is not heavy at all and it pours so easily. There's no spillage. And as you can see here with the water, it just comes clean. However, I do use my Dawn Power Wash on it and give it a scrub. It's kind of really hot right now, but it still comes clean so easily, so quickly. I can't recommend this pan enough. It is so, so good. So if you want one for yourself, or if you have a loved one or someone that maybe needs some good cookware, then Always pans are definitely a great gift to give because they are so, so good. Moving on to the garlic bread, I am crushing and mincing about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic that I'm going to be using with some butter. This is the rest of the butter that I cut for the bread that I made earlier this evening. And I like using garlic bread for my dressing because the garlic and the spices that you add to it add a lot of flavor to your stuffing. It's just layering flavors, you know. I throw on a little bit of salt. I'm also taking some dried oregano and crushing it between my palms, and as it's being added to the butter, as well as basil, which is also dried, and I'm crushing it. And the reason that I crush the spices is because I want to release any essential oils that they may have. So I am slowly letting the butter melt with the garlic and the spices, because as you do this, it is called blessing the butter. I'm letting the flavors kind of infuse slowly into the butter as it melts. Once the butter is melted, I spoon it onto some take and bake loaves that I got from the grocery store, and then I pop them in the oven to bake at 350 for about 20 minutes or so. Once I get that in the oven, then I move on to the next part, which is, I guess I'm in phase 4.2 now of cooking, and I'm going to be making the cornbread. Onward to making the cornbread. I have sprayed my cast iron skillet with some of that Baker's Joy. I don't think that's what it's called, at least not the brand that I have. But anyway, you get what I mean. I've got all of my ingredients together. I am using a little Jiffy corn muffin mix because I'm taking shortcuts. I've been cooking for a long time. I don't feel like making cornbread from scratch. So this stuff comes together really, really easily, just like the Williams-Sonoma bread. You add the mix, you add an egg and a 1/3 cup of milk, and you combine it all together. No mixers required or anything like that, just with a spatula. So I've combined everything together and I let it sit and rest for a while. While it's resting, I'm gathering together my bacon, and my camera died, and so I did not catch myself cutting some serrano peppers that I use. Again, prep it once, use it twice. I'm using half of the peppers for the cornbread. The other half of the peppers are going to go into the tortilla wraps that I'm making. I add the bacon and the peppers. I don't bother to put any flour on them so that they don't sink to the bottom, only because I don't care if they sink to the bottom. This is all going to be broken apart to use for stuffing, so it doesn't really matter. So anyway, I add them to the batter, I mix them up, I pour the batter into the cast iron pan, and I pop that into the oven at 400 degrees for 20-ish minutes, according to the package directions. And with that, that wraps up phase 4 of the cooking that I'm doing tonight. Moving on to phase 5, the final phase of cooking tonight, I am making the filling or smear for the tortilla wraps, tortilla roll-ups, whatever you want to call them, tortilla pinwheels, that's another name for them. Essentially, it is a really great finger food for an appetizer. It is cream cheese, sour cream, green onions that have been chopped, green peppers or serrano peppers, jalapeno peppers, whatever kind of pepper you want that's been chopped up, canned chili peppers, the little green chilies, canned black pitted olive slices that have been cut up into tiny pieces, also garlic powder, seasoned salt, and I think that's it. That's everything that goes in the smear. What essentially you do is you take all of these ingredients, you combine them together into the smear, and then you take store-bought tortillas. I use the burrito size, those are the best size, and you put about a tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon of the smear on the tortilla. You spread it and leave a 1-inch border around the tortilla. Then you take some lunch meat. I like to use turkey and ham and chicken. So I take my turkey slices, I put them onto the tortilla, and then I roll them up and place them in a long pan. And I keep doing that until I run out of lunch meat or space in my pan or smear, whatever comes first. And then I take and I cover each layer with a damp paper towel so that they don't dry out. And then you put plastic wrap over it and you let them sit overnight in the fridge. 8 hours is ideal, so that's why I say overnight. And essentially, when it's time to serve them up, you just take each roll, you cut off the ends because they're kind of, they're not any good, they're empty, and you slice it into thin slices and put them on a platter, and people just love them. Me personally, it's not a favorite. I don't like the texture of them, but it is a favorite. It's a hit in my family. So that concludes the final phase. Lots of cooking done tonight, but I'll talk about it a little more here in just a moment. Hello. It is 12:20, so it's officially Vlogmas Day null, since it is actually Thanksgiving Day.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, belated.
Yes.
But I just wanted to check out for the day. Got the tortilla roll-ups done, as you saw. Got everything as complete as I'm going to be able to get it today. I will be baking off the little stuffing muffins tomorrow. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Vlogmas Day 1. It was kind of like a hodgepodge and a mess of things. But
sounds like everyday life.
yeah, right. But anyway, we're exhausted. We have an early morning. And so, yeah, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow, or Vlogmas Day 2.
Bye.
Bye.